Hmm. First, outages raise operation and maintenance costs. Okay, the interruptions or the outages, we have to find what is the reason behind this. Whether it is a fault on the line due to which outages happen, or if there is any problem in the plant itself. Okay, we have, the engineer working there have to find that problem and they must resolve. Means what it includes operation and maintenance costs. Proven reliability of equipment and regular preventive maintenance work are essential. Okay, so maintenance, regular maintenance is essential, so that there will not be any outages, not only to guarantee electric supply but also for the overall economy of the power plant. Okay, this what, as the number of outages will increase, the reliability will decrease. Also, the economical operation of power plant is going to be degraded. Okay, so in order to ensure the economical operation, there will not be any outages. Next is the costs, however, have a continuous upward trend due to monetary inflation, rising fuel prices, and increased demand from for measures protecting the environment. Okay, the cost means what? Which cost? Power generation cost. Okay, why? Because the inflation is always there. Okay, monetary inflation is always there. Mahagai. Also, the prices are increasing. For example, uh, in 2005, the I think petrol or diesel coming at 40 or 50 rupees per liter. Now its price is 80 rupees, around 80 rupees. Okay, and increased demand. Okay, demand is also increasing. Means what? The utility is required to install more units. Okay, to meet that demand for measures protecting the environment. The cost of power generation can be reduced by. Okay, the cost of power generation will be reduced by these by incorporating these 6 points. First is the selecting equipment of longer life and proper capacity. Okay, means what, they have to forecast what will be the maximum demand which will happen in the future, and according to that they must procure the equipment. Okay, in the present, running the power station at high load factor. Okay, uh, if you see the definition of load factor, what is the definition of load factor? Anyone from you? Load factor is nothing but what? Average load divided by peak load. I will write here. Okay, load factor is equal to average load by peak load. Okay, means what? If the load factor is high, okay, obviously most of the time the maximum value of the load factor is equal to 1. Maximum value is equal to 1. Okay, in practical the value of load factor is always less than the 1. If the average load is equal to peak load, okay, means what, the plant is providing the base load, and suppose the actual graph of load is like this. Okay, this it will be this. Okay, so if we calculate its average value, it may come here. This is the average value, average load. And the second case is the average load, and the peak load variation is around average load. Okay, so in this case, second case, the you can say that the peak load is somewhat same as the average load. Okay, around average load. Okay, means what, in this case load factor is higher. Load factor is higher. Okay, load factor is higher means what? Now the plant is able to provide the load efficiently as compared to this first case. Okay, if you consider these two cases, A and B case, the plant will efficiently provide in the case of B as compared to case A. Next is the increasing the efficiency of power plant. Okay, efficiency of power plant will increase when it is running at rated load. Okay, carrying out proper maintenance of power plant equipment to avoid plant breakdowns. Okay, proper maintenance will be there. Keeping proper supervision, since good supervision is reflected in lesser breakdowns and extended plant life. Okay, time to time supervision is required. And last is the using a plant of simple design that does not need highly skilled personnel. Okay, if you consider two plants, okay, first is the coal based power plant and second is the nuclear power plant. Obviously the salary given to the persons who drives the nuclear power plant, engineers working at the nuclear power plant, will be higher. Okay, because that is the complex system, okay, as compared to coal based power plant. Okay, so the salary and wages will increase as the complexity of the plant will increase. Okay, these terminologies we have seen earlier. Okay, it is now given in detail. Okay, the construction cost per kilowatt decrease with size. Okay, as the size of unit increases, the its construction cost is going to reduce. Okay, most of the time the curve is like this. Okay, if you take x-axis as the size, sorry, x-axis as the cost and y-axis as the size. Okay, 1 minute, I will take it around. So that we will get the whatever the curve given in the book. Okay, if we take x-axis as the size, or what I can take, size, and y-axis as the cost. Okay, if the size is less, at this point size is less, okay, so cost is high, and as the size increases, okay, as the size increases, the cost will reduce. Okay, the graph is like this. Okay, most of the plants, okay, in every plant, you can say that in every plant, whether it is a nuclear power plant, whether it is a what you can say, coal based power plant, hydropower plant. Okay, as the size of a generator, turbine increases, okay, obviously their power density will increase, and the cost per kilogram of that particular unit is going to decrease. The construction cost, 1 minute. The construction cost of a plant consists of expenses for, okay, construction cost consists of planning and design costs, land and preparation of site, including road, rail connections, buildings and machinery foundations, whatever be the required for construction, plant equipment, including transport to site, erection and testing of equipment, interest during construction. Okay, and the last is the administrative work. Okay, all things which are required to construct a plant, okay, will come under construction cost. Next is the fixed cost. Fixed cost consists of what? Annual cost for interest. Okay, it is going to be there. Okay, depreciation cost, insurance and taxes on property, and estimated income calculated as a percentage of capital investment. Obviously fixed cost consists of interest, depreciation, insurance and taxes, also a profit. Okay, income means what? It is a profit. All these are going to be considered. Okay? Interest rates I depend on general financial conditions, okay, at the time of construction and on the source of funding, whether it is international, national, public, private. Okay, for example, uh, for construction of a particular hydro plant, okay, it will require very high capital investment. Okay, so government, what does it, borrows some money from international monetary funds, okay, IMF, okay, or uh, international banks, okay, or some national banks like SBI, Bank of India, okay, or maybe,
सर
huh?
सर कन्स्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट डिक्रीज होणार ना साईज डिक्रीज झाल्यावर?
नो 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 नो. आता ह्या ठिकाणी काय कसं कन्सिडर केलं पाहिजे, ऍज द साइज ऑफ युनिट. ओके, कन्सिडर जनरेटर. ओके, कन्सिडर जनरेटर. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, we will take example of a single phase generator and the 3-phase generator. Okay, what is the energy density per kilogram? Okay, if we take consider these two examples, the energy density per kilogram of 3-phase induction motor is very large as compared to single phase induction motor of same sex. ओके, आपण समजा दोन मोटर कन्सिडर करा, एक 3-फेज इंडक्शन मोटर घ्या आणि एक सिंगल फेज इंडक्शन मोटर घ्या. दोन्हींची साईज सेम, साईज म्हणजे काय, वेट दोघांचं सेमच आहे. ओके, मात्र 3-फेज इंडक्शन मोटर मध्ये 3 फेज मधून पॉवर येत असते. ओके, त्यामुळे त्याची जी काही एनर्जी डेन्सिटी असते, पॉवर डेन्सिटी जी असते ती खूप जास्त असते. म्हणजे तो जो काही मेकॅनिकल पॉवर डेव्हलप करेल तो खूपच जास्त असतो. जनरेटर मध्ये फक्त उलट होणार. जनरेटर मध्ये कसं असणार आहे, तर त्या ठिकाणी मेकॅनिकल एनर्जी इनपुट असते आणि आपण इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी आउटपुट देत असतो, इतकंच. म्हणजेच काय, त्या ठिकाणी पॉवर डेन्सिटीवर खूप डिपेंडंट आहे. ओके, आता ह्या ठिकाणी कसं असतं, पॉवर डेन्सिटी वाढणार कशी, तर साईज वाढेल तशी. मात्र ह्या ठिकाणी जर ग्राफ बघितला तर थोडीशी जरी साईज वाढली असेल तर पॉवर डेन्सिटी खूप जास्त वाढलेली असते. ओके, त्यामुळे साईज जितकी जास्त वाढेल तितकी त्या केसमध्ये काय होणार आहे, त्याची पॉवर डेन्सिटी वाढणार. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल 1 मेगावॅट पॉवर देण्यासाठी समजा मी एक जनरेटर वापरला, एक 1 मेगावॅटचा जनरेटर. दुसऱ्या केसमध्ये 1 मेगावॅट देण्यासाठी मी 10 जनरेटर वापरले. ऑब्व्हियसली 10 जनरेटर जे आहे ते कमी साईजचे, समजा मी सगळे ज्या 10 किलोवॅटचे असे 10 जनरेटर घेतले. ऑब्व्हियसली 10 किलोवॅटच्या 10 जनरेटरची किंमत जी असते ती एका 1 मेगावॅटच्या जनरेटरपेक्षा जास्त असते. असं कन्सिडर करायचं त्या ठिकाणी. ओके, कळलं का?
ओके सर.
कळलं का? 10 जनरेटर्स लहान साईजचे, त्याच्यापेक्षा एकच जनरेटर मोठ्या साईजचा, ऑब्व्हियसली त्याचं जास्त असणार आपल्याला. ओके, प्रतीक्षा पाटील तुम्ही बोला. हॅलो प्रतीक्षा पांडी, यू हॅव रेज्ड हँड.
सर तिथे फर्स्ट लाईन मध्ये कन्स्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट पर किलोवॅट डिक्रीज.
हा, डिक्रीजेस द कन्स्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट पर किलोवॅट डिक्रीज विथ साईज, हेच सांगितलं आता. बघा, समजा एक जनरेटर घ्या, समजा आपल्याला कन्सिडर करा की एक 1 मेगावॅटची पॉवर आपल्याला डिलिव्हर करायची. आता 1 मेगावॅटचे तुम्हाला 1 मेगावॅटचा एकच सिंगल जनरेटर सुद्धा करू शकतोय, किंवा 10 किलोवॅटचे 10 जनरेटर सुद्धा करू शकतो. ओके, तर 10 किलोवॅटच्या 10 जनरेटरची टोटल जी काही प्राइस असते गेली, ओके, त्याच्यापेक्षा कमी प्राइस मध्ये 1 मेगावॅटचा एक जनरेटर येतो. दोघं जण तितकीच पॉवर देत आहेत, मात्र युनिटची साईज वाढल्यानंतर काय, कंपॅरिझन जर दोघांचं केलं तर त्या ठिकाणी त्याची साईज, त्याची इन्व्हेस्टमेंट आहे ती कमी असते. त्या ठिकाणी असं कंपॅरिझन करायचं नाहीये, 1 मेगावॅटच्या जनरेटरची कंपॅरिझन 10 किलोवॅटचा एक जनरेटर असं करायचं नाही. त्या ठिकाणी 1 मेगावॅट पॉवर देण्यासाठी किती लागणार आहे, हा तसं करा, किती युनिट्स लागणार आहे असं करायचं. कळलं काय? हॅलो प्रतीक्षा, हॅलो प्रतीक्षा.
हा सर, हा सर.
कळलं का? ओके, सुमित पाटील बोला तुम्ही आता.
चुकून झालं सर.
ओके, तुला काय आलंय ना?
होय.
हा, पॉवर डिलिव्हरी आपल्याला कॉन्स्टंट आहे, 1 मेगावॅट आहे, ती देण्यासाठी एक वापरणार का 10 वापरणार? लहान लहान. ऑब्व्हियसली 10 लहान लहान जर वापरले तर कॉस्ट वाढते. म्हणजे त्यांची कॉस्ट म्हणजे त्यांची स्वतःची सुद्धा किंमत असतेच. त्यानंतर ते प्लेस करण्यासाठी जी काही जागा लागणार ती ऑब्व्हियसली थोडीशी जास्त असते. ओके, हे प्रत्येकाने पुन्हा कंट्रोल आलं, पॅनल आलं, ओके, या सगळ्या गोष्टी आल्या. नेक्स्ट इज ओके, हे आपण आता पाहिलं. Next is the depreciation rates D are determined by life expectancy of the equipment. Okay, as the years goes on, this rate will going to or the unit is going to depreciated. Okay, so this factor has to be considered. There are two methods to calculate depreciation, and those methods we will see in chapter 5. Okay, in detail. The power plant and equipment in station will have certain period of useful life. Okay, after years of use, the equipment loses its efficiency or becomes obsolete and needs replacement. Okay, काही वर्ष ते चांगली इफिशियन्सी देते आणि त्यानंतर मात्र त्याची इफिशियन्सी आहे ते डिग्रेड व्हायला सुरू होते. ओके, त्या केसमध्ये आपल्याला ते रिप्लेस करावं लागेल. Sometimes equipment may have to be changed even when fairly new. ओके, नवीन घेतलेलं आहे तरी सुद्धा आपल्याला चेंज करावं लागू शकतं. पण त्या केसमध्ये इफ मोर इफिशियंट इक्विपमेंट हॅज कम इन टू द मार्केट, जर मार्केटमध्ये नवीन एखादं इक्विपमेंट आलेलं आहे ज्याची इफिशियन्सी जी आहे सध्या इन्स्टॉल केलेल्या युनिटपेक्षा जर जास्त असेल तर आपल्याला फ्युचरचं जर कन्सिडर केलं फ्युचर, तर त्या केसमध्ये आपल्याला नवीन इक्विपमेंट आहे तो इन्स्टॉल करावा लागेल. टू एनेबल दिस to be done when necessary, some money put aside annually and is known as depreciation fund. Okay, depreciation fund ची एखाद्या वेळेला डेफिनेशन विचारू शकता. काय डेफिनेशन आहे? To meet the what is the depreciation cost. Okay, is the depreciation fund. Next is the fuel cost. The fuel consumption depends on the amount of electric energy produced. Okay, as the demand increases, the fuel requirement is going to increase. Okay, as load on the prime movers increases, the fuel consumption increases, and so does the cost. Okay, as load increases, the fuel required will be increased. Okay, you have to burn more fuel to meet that increased load. The efficiency of prime mover is the highest at the rated load. Okay, at lower load the efficiency decreases, so the fuel consumption increases. Okay, therefore the cost of electricity generation is the minimum at rated load and it increases as load decreases. Obviously this law governs all the electromagnetic machines. Okay, all the electromagnetic machines working at higher efficiency when it is running at rated load, and its efficiency is going to decrease as the load is going to decrease. Okay, below the rated load. Okay, Shabana, bola, you have raised the hand. Shabana.
सर प्राइम मूवर म्हणजे?
प्राइम मूवर म्हणजे टर्बाइन, जे शाफ्ट जनरेटरचं शाफ्ट फिरवण्यासाठी जे सुरुवातीला लागतं युनिट त्याला म्हणजे प्राइम मूवर. ओके, प्राइम म्हणजे मेन, मूवर मीन्स फिरवणार, मुव्हिंग करणार. ओके, टर्बाइन. कळलं? The cost of fuel also depends on calorific value, availability, and transportation charges. Okay, as the calorific value of the fuel is more, its cost is higher. Okay, for example, if we have seen the types of coal. Okay, lignite, bituminous, subbituminous, and the anthracite. Okay, anthracite has the highest calorific value and its price is also very high. Okay, I have used this book to create these slides. Okay, काय डाउट आहेत का? आपण एक प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व करायचे. काय डाउट आहेत का? अजय?
नाही सर.
ओके, थोड्या वेळाने थोडं स्क्रीनशॉट घ्या मॅक्झिमम ज्यावेळेस स्टोअर होतील त्यावेळी.
हा सर.
ओके, थँक्यू. प्रॉब्लेम बघूया आपण. ओके, बुक मधलाच मी घेतलाय प्रॉब्लेम, तो नंतर ऑन सॉल्व प्रॉब्लेम वगैरे काय असतील तर. ओके, हा बोला. हा, बुक शेअर करायचं राहिलं, सॉरी, आज करतो. ओके, स्क्रीन सगळ्यांना दिसते का अजय?
हो सर, दिसते
ना. ओके, जर प्रॉब्लेम मोठा करतो म्हणून दिसेल. काय बघ प्रॉब्लेम. A power station supplies the following loads to the consumers. Okay, time in hours या ठिकाणी कसा वाचायचं बघा. From 0 to 6, okay, हे 6 आहे. Means what? 0 means what? 12 in midnight, रात्रीचे 12. From 0 to 6 in the morning, okay, the load is 30 megawatt. From 6 to 10, the load is 70 megawatt. From 10 to 12, the load is 90 megawatt. From 12 to 14, the load is again 60 megawatt. From 16 to 20, 16 means what? 4 to 20 means 8. Okay. From 16 to 20, the load is 100 megawatt. From 20 to 22, the load was 80 megawatt, and from 20 to 24, last 2 hours, the load was 60 megawatt. Okay, so what they ask, draw the load curve and estimate the load factor of the plant. Okay, and second is, what is the load factor of a standby equipment of 30 megawatt capacity if it takes up all loads above 70 megawatt? What is the use factor? Okay, they are asked to calculate various factors. Okay. Now we will see how to calculate. In a part, okay, they asked to draw the load curve. How we will draw the load curve? Okay, we will take 1 minute. वर घेतोय. X axis we will take time in hours. Okay, 24 hours शेड्यूल त्या ठिकाणी दिलेलं आहे. आपण ते एक्स ऍक्सिस वर 2-2 तासाचं असं करूया. 2, 4 किंवा त्या ठिकाणी ऍक्सिस तेच घेऊया. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, अजून जरा पुढे गेला पाहिजे, 22, 24. Okay, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. And the load is in megawatt. Here is the load in megawatt. Okay, let's say it is a 10 and highest load is the 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I have to move this part again. (20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and finally is the 100. Okay, what they have given, from 0 to 6, the load is 30 megawatt. From 0 to 6, the load is 30 megawatt. Okay, in short, first 6 hours the load is 30 megawatt. Okay, then from 6 to 10, okay, means what, next 4 hours load is 70 megawatt. It is increased to 70 megawatt. 6 to 10. Okay. Then from 10 to 12, the load is 90 megawatt. Okay, again it is increased to 90 megawatt. From 10 to 12 means what? 2 hours, just 2 hours. Then from 12 to 16, next 4 hours, the load is 60 megawatt. Means what? It is a decrease to 60. From 12 to 60. Then from 16 to 20, okay, the load is 100 megawatt. From 16 to 20, load is 100 megawatt. It is increased to 100 from 16, 18, 20. Okay, and from 20 to 22, it is decreased to 80. It is decreased to 80 for 2 hours. And from 22 to 24, again it increases to, it is decreases to 60. It is further decreased to 60. Okay, this type of load curve is there. Okay, everyone getting it? कळालं का सगळ्यांना? विचारतो कोण नंतर मी. अक्षय पाटील,
हा सर.
कसं ड्रॉ केलं कळालं का?
हो समजलं सर.
ओके, आता आपण सॉल्व्ह करूया. तर त्यांनी काय विचारलंय? ड्रॉ द लोड कर्व. हा पार्ट कंप्लीट झाला. नेक्स्ट इज एस्टिमेट द लोड फॅक्टर ऑफ द प्लांट. Okay, what is the formula of the load factor? Load factor is equal to average load by peak load. Average load by peak load. Okay, means what? We have to calculate those two things. Okay, to calculate average load, we have to calculate first all the energy generated. Okay, energy generated is nothing but what? Energy generated is equal to area under the curve. Okay, all this area under the curve, this area, this is nothing but what? Energy generated. Okay, area under the curve. Why? Because the y-axis is the megawatt, and x-axis is the time in hours. Okay, megawatt hour is nothing but what? Energy. Okay, it is nothing but what? Energy. Means what? Energy generated is equal to area under the curve. Is equal to, from 0 to 6, okay, means what? First 6 hours, it is 30 megawatt. 30 megawatt for 6 hours. Okay, next 70 megawatt for next 4 hours. Okay, कसं घेतलं बघा या ठिकाणी हा पार्ट. म्हणजे हा जर डिवाइड केले तर असं दिसतंय बघा. हे लहान लहान या ठिकाणी आपल्याला लाईक रेक्टँगल्स दिसतील तुम्हाला. या ठिकाणी रेक्टँगल्स आहेत बघा. हे सगळे रेक्टँगल्स. हा एक रेक्टँगल पार्ट आहे. दिसतं का? रेक्टँगल दिसतं का इथं? हा रेक्टँगल पार्ट आहे. ओके, रेक्टँगलची एरिया काय असतो? हाईट इंटू विड्थ. ओके, किंवा विड्थ इंटू ब्रेड्थ काय तर म्हणतात ते. 70 इंटू 4. नेक्स्ट इज द 90 आहे लोड. 90 इंटू 2 प्लस नेक्स्ट इज द 60 इंटू 4. नेक्स्ट इज द लोड इज द 100. ओके, या ठिकाणी बघा 100 किती वेळासाठी आहे? तर 4 तासासाठी आहे. 100 into 4. Okay, plus next load is the 80 for 2 hours, plus final load is the 60 for again for 2 hours. Okay, या सगळ्यांची जर ऍडिशन केली आहे तर तुम्हाला किती भेटेल बघा. हे 30 7 18 180 plus 7 चौक 28 280 plus 180 plus 6 चौक 24 240, okay, plus 400 plus 160 plus 120, okay, is equal to, if we add all these things, we will get this number 1560 megawatt hour. Okay, hour. Why? We have multiplied height by width. Okay, so it is megawatt into hour. Okay, it is the energy, and if you divide this energy, okay, by total hours, we will get average load. Okay, 1 minute, I will shift it high. Is it, so average load, I will write here, average load will be equal to whatever the energy we have calculated right now divided by number of hours. Okay, energy is 60 megawatt hour divided by, sorry, divided by number of hours is 24 hours. Okay, it will give you number 65 megawatt. I have calculated it already. Okay, 65 megawatt, it is the average load. Now we will calculate load factor. Okay, load factor is equal to what? Average load divided by peak load is equal to, average load is 65, and if we observe the graph, the maximum load is the 100. The maximum load is 100. Okay, so we have to divide it by 100. So the load factor will be equal to 0.65. Okay, 0.65.